In this episode of Mighty Car Mods, we're taking the K-Truck for a drive.
Welcome to another episode of Mighty Truck Mods. This is my Daihatsu K-Truck tipper that I got from Japan. It's an awesome little 3-cylinder, 4-wheel drive K-Truck. It's basically like a trader ute if you lived in Japan. It's awesome. You can put stuff in the back, you can tip it off. Because it's a ute and because it's a truck, you end up with lots of extra friends because you can help them do stuff.
We're going for a drive. Martin,
First drive.
Get in. I have not been in the little truck yet, so I'm looking forward to spending a day with you, Martin.
You're
Getting
gonna
some
love it,
mad
man.
missions done. Dude, this is freaking awesome. It's the first drive in the K-Truck.
Isn't it the best?
The aircon's cold.
Yep.
Give it some stick, Martin.
That's it. That's all she's got. It's not about speed, man. It's about utility. It's about practicality. Exactly all the crazy cool things you can do with it. And what I love is that you make all these new friends. Like when people find out you got a ute or a truck, they're like, "Hey, man, can you help me with this thing?" And
Yep.
it's mad.
That can be a bad thing too. Like,
Well,
hey, I need a fridge.
It
I
is.
need a thing.
Unless they're like good mates, like you know Isaac who helped you with your moon buggy.
Yeah, moon buggy Isaac.
He was like, "Dude, can you come and give me a hand?" So I'm like, of course.
What
I
are you
can.
gonna do? Pick something up?
Just help him with some stuff, man.
Yep, okay.
Guitar Factory, my friend.
Guitar factory.
Yeah, told you we got jobs. Isaac,
Hey man!
what's going on?
Oh, not much, mate. It's another day, not Monday.
How are ya?
Hi, bro.
Hey, mate, how you doing?
Mate, how are you?
How the Volkswagen's going?
Oh, awesome, as always.
Nice.
All
Right.
broken down and not running.
Yes, perfect.
Boxes, awesome.
Awesome, man. You right with there, mate?
Yeah, yeah,
Everyone
good.
out, let's go.
Yeah, you good?
Go, man.
Cool.
Grab another one,
Yeah,
mate.
there
Thank
you
you,
go.
mate.
No worries.
Cool.
Grab two, mate.
Two at a time.
Have a go at that.
Hey, happy to help out.
Yep, awesome.
Look at that.
Yes.
I reckon we can fit them all easy. Easy.
that it?
I told you to make new friends.
Amazing.
There is a very high chance you've heard of this gentleman. Keith Urban is a multi-award winning singer, songwriter and guitarist. He's been filling arenas full of fans for decades, and having been to a few concerts myself, they are high energy and the guy has some serious skills. Turns out, like us, his loves other than recording music is cars, and he watches Mighty Car Mods. So when I heard he needed a hand moving some stuff, I volunteered my mad K-Truck straight away.
How you doing, Keith?
I'm all right, mate. How you been, Blair?
Good, mate.
Good.
I do have no idea where you're going to sit, though, because there's only 2 seats.
Oh,
I got no idea where you're going to sit.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
Well-
us, isn't it?
we'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming up with us. Appreciate it.
Thanks, mate.
Let's go.
See you, Blair.
K-Truck life. Dude, we got aircon. We're comfy.
Oh, nice.
We're practical.
This is fantastic.
And all your stuff's loaded up.
It's like a thimble on wheels.
You make new friends. I mean, old friends are good with it too.
See you, mate.
You make new friends when you've
He
when
can
you've got a
Uber
ute.
back, can't he?
Of course he can.
There goes my mate Marty with Keith Urban.
Let's go.
It's got even the handles here for when you go insanely fast. Because what are we going to get up? Maybe
Oh, look, we're gonna hit
40k.
We're going to hit 60, and because we're in Australia, I mean, that's
60K.
Ks. Miles sounds a bit more exciting. But yeah, so this is like full drive, low range. We've got like a range lever
No,
here,
no
so we
way.
can go low range. Yeah,
And it's 5-speed.
5-speed manual,
Wow.
PTO tipper.
Yeah.
Man, we can tip those boxes off. We don't even need to get out of the truck.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like
and
to see
because it's
that.
like we picked the hottest day in the world to go for a drive, but
I love everything's nice in here, like.
yeah.
That's
They-
why I love my little Fiat 500 for the same reason.
Yeah,
The kids sit in the back and they're right here. I'm like, how you doing? They're right
it
there.
is so true.
It's fantastic. What? It's a code for
There's
what? Your
one here.
dog?
There's one here. Look, this one.
That one I get. This one down here, I'm baffled. Nothing like having your coat dragging on the floor, the passenger side.
So often these little Japanese cars have like little trays to put your shoes in. And yeah, what you don't have, you've got no extra space. You've got you've got cup holder,
Yeah.
2 cup holders,
Like it's just singular.
and like you're
Cup
lucky to find
holder.
somewhere to put your wallet. Like if you're lucky, you can fit a wallet.
Goes there. That's
Oh,
the wallet holder.
yeah,
That's official.
Anyway, all
You
right.
need a Japanese wallet.
Yeah, I do.
Got that big Aussie one. Nice. What sort of engine is it? What
So this is a 660cc 3-cylinder petrol engine. And it's like the most you're allowed to have legally in Japan is this size engine, and that's why it's maxed out,
Right.
but to the proportions that are legal. So
Right.
you get cheap tax, you get cheap insurance, cheap rego, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
this is a trader ute in Japan,
And what year is this?
2016.
Really?
Yeah, we're only 4 years old, and the reason that these exist in Australia is you're only just now allowed to import them.
Right.
So everyone's starting to rock them, and you're starting seeing these cool little cars around all
Amazing.
the time. But you like little cars, right? You've got
I
one.
like everything. Yeah, I
Yeah?
got a little Fiat 500.
Awesome.
Um,
Like an old one?
No, I did have I had a 69
Oh, right.
when I was, I don't know, about 18 years old. I had a
Yep.
1969.
So much character, eh?
Oh, so much character. It broke down all the time, but I didn't care. I bought a new one.
Oh, dude. So I love the sound of those things.
Oh, it's great. It's
Yeah.
such a great little car, and it's got the cabriolet, so you just put the roof down.
So personally, I mean, I'm a fan of these little cars. Sounds like you are too. I'm a particular fan of like the sort of little Japanese stuff that came out because it's so practical for the size of it.
Yes.
And it's like minimalism in a way, but it's still so capable. And in Japan, it's a real cultural thing. People love it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just as happy in like some kind of monster V8 thing, right?
Right.
Are you same?
Yeah.
Same kind of thing?
Yeah. Well, I've also got a Ford F350
Oh, wow.
with deal wheels on the back. That's
Yep.
it's just insane. It's absurd. It's over the top
Yeah.
in every direction.
Yep.
And when you put it next to the little Fiat 500, it's just you can put it in the back actually.
Put in the tray.
Yeah, you definitely could. Because I just love driving everything. I don't care what it is. I just love driving. My dad loved cars, so I grew up with my dad was always changing out his cars. We didn't have any money, so they were all a bit questionable.
Nuggets. Yeah.
Nuggets. And I think he might have had a couple that he couldn't actually afford, and they sort of miraculously went missing.
Right.
We never talked about
No.
that. But yeah, so I just always loved cars. And but I was in a band when I was 15,
Yep.
and we needed a truck. I couldn't drive, and I saw this little Mazda E1600
Yeah.
on the side of the road with a big Pantech, like way too big for the truck.
Yeah, right.
Like absurd. But it was like, I think it was about $1,800 or something, you
Yeah.
know, back in the day.
Yep.
And that was my first car. So my first car was a truck,
Oh, right.
but I was too young to drive it. So my brother, Shane, who's 2 years older than me, he drove it. So I'd sit in the passenger side of my own vehicle,
Going to gigs.
driven to a gig. Yeah.
When you started playing pubs, right? Is that sort of
Yeah.
where it began for you?
Yeah, I quit school at 15 and was playing 4 or 5 nights a week.
And just decided that was it? You were going to be playing music forever?
You know, it's so weird. I actually never decided it. I was just doing it. So
Yeah, it just happened.
I didn't question it.
Yep.
You know, and I didn't have any plan. I just went, I just play music for a living. That's what I do.
Yeah.
There was I didn't have any big aspirations other than to just get into a better band in town. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
Get into a better band. you
Yeah.
know. That was it. Just keep doing that.
Keep pushing.
Yeah.
I finished school, funnily, around the same time without the cars we're talking about, so I went to like a music school, finished school, and that was the same thing. It's like, oh, I need a job.
Right.
Like, I got to make some money.
Yeah.
So I started playing in pubs, like just a covers band or whatever. And but I still remember where I was because I was in a band, same kind of thing, you know, sending discs out to labels and doing all the stuff that you do.
Right.
And the guy who played guitar in my band, because I was playing bass, was like, man, you got to check out this album, and it was the Keith Urban album. So I remember where I was and what car I was in. He had this old crappy Corolla,
crazy.
and he's like, you got to check this stuff out. I'm like, Keith Urban, he goes, I mean, I'd heard radio and stuff like that, but
Right.
I hadn't heard the album entirely. And I was like, this is great.
Oh,
So when
thanks,
you're like,
mate.
man, help me with some boxes, I'm like, we're going to hang out. What's it like at the moment? I mean, obviously the world's in this crazy state of flux and, you know, everything that's going on. What's it like making albums now?
Well, this particular one was unusual in that it, you know, became challenging to collaborate with people.
Yeah, right.
You know, I had a duet with Pink on the record, and
Yeah.
we had to do it remotely, but you know, even that is not an unusual thing.
Yes.
I had a song with Carrie Underwood called The Fighter
Yeah.
on another record a few years ago, and she was touring when I needed to get her vocal done, so
Yep.
she found some studio in St. Louis where she had a day off and went and did her vocal there. And I FaceTimed her because I was shooting a video in California on the exact same day and couldn't be where she was. So I just FaceTimed her and we did it like that. You know, she's in the studio and I'm watching on FaceTime and she's got an engineer. And
cool.
So, you know, the remote vibe is not an unusual thing.
Yeah.
But it's more so that you don't have an option to do it any other way.
Well, that's it. You still want to get it out there. Hey.
Yeah. And how's it changed for you guys?
Well, I mean, because there's the two of us that make the show and always have, like, we film the videos, shoot the videos, it's our cars, we're in it, we do the music, Moog does a lot of the music, you know, do the voiceover and then get it out there. It's like, we're still able to do that, which has been really nice, because our rules weren't quite as crazy here as they have been in other places, so we could still go, you know, hang out together and shoot stuff, which has been really good.
Right.
And yeah, it's like I think people are just still keen to have stuff that's entertaining, that they're into.
Definitely.
People are still in their cars. I mean, like, we've noticed so much that people are spending time and money on their cars because you can't travel.
Yep.
Like, you can't go out. And for you, that means that you can't tour, right?
Yeah, I've been playing since I was 15, so all I've ever done is gigged. That's
Yeah,
what I do.
flat
I
out,
gig,
right?
and particularly to put a new album out and this one and have it connect where the way it's connected everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the stuff you dream of happening, so that you can go out and tour and everyone knows the songs.
Yeah. They're
And
hearing
we've got
it everywhere,
all of that,
right?
except we can't tour.
Yeah.
So
We'll get there. And so this one, because this album, I've heard it, love it.
Thank you.
It's got quite a few collaborations, like it's got some Eric Church stuff as well,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah,
I love
thank you.
that stuff. And the song with Pink,
Yeah.
is that huge? Because I hear it everywhere. Like, it's
Yeah.
that kind of thing you go out and you're like, whoa, hang on, I just listened to this 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, it's been remarkable how it's people have really loved it. You know, so it's a good summer jam too. So I think that the timing's been great for
It's
that.
fun. And you know what I like about it? It's fun and it's like, it's positive and it's up. And I think that's
like
what
your
the world...
show.
We try, man. We try. I think the world needs a bit of it, right? Like, you got to have fun.
Yeah, you've got to have escapism, especially right now.
Yeah, 100%.
And some levity for all the doom surfing that's going on everywhere.
Totally, man. Is there a change in energy from an empty arena and then there's like 50,000 people in there?
Oh,
like,
God,
do you
yeah.
feel it?
Yes.
And what does that feel like? Is there any way that someone who hasn't done that can understand what that's like?
Well, I think I mean, for me, being in the audience and experiencing that in the audience is pretty similar in the sense that I don't feel a sense that it's coming to me. I feel that it's happening in the arena.
Yeah,
and
okay.
I'm there, they're there, we're here experiencing this thing.
Yeah.
So, because I know I've been to concerts where I feel exactly the same when I'm in the audience.
Oh, really?
And the lights go
well, there
down,
you go.
it's like, and you're like, oh my God, this is so fun, you know? So
it feels the same way on stage, except you're the one
to
making...
me it does,
You're the one making the music.
Yeah, but it's I've never felt that sense of sort of me and them, or it's a real communal vibe for me, being on stage and playing and trying to get everything to just become one, so that we're in the moment. That's what it's about.
Awesome.
You know, that's the goal, to have it to just become timeless.
Yeah.
And a sense of one. Everything is one.
Yeah.
I'm in it, you're in it. We're all in this moment. It's
And
crazy.
does that 2 to 3 hours, does that go really fast for you? Because I know when you go to a good concert, it's like, it's just the opening song and all of a sudden you're at the end and you're like, wait, what? Does it go really fast, or does it feel like you've really got to sort of like pace yourself through the songs and like work it all out?
I think it's all the above. I mean, I think for me, there's a sense of, there's almost a paradox happening where I'm completely aware of the moment and where I am, and I'm completely lost in the moment and unaware of where I am, all simultaneously. So time becomes a strange concept.
Yeah. And do you have to think about a note, a chord, a scale, a lyric, or does that sort of come from somewhere else?
If I'm a little underslept, I might have a little glitch with the odd lyric.
There's quite a few to remember over the span of your career, I'd say.
But when you're touring, you know, you just you get into the rhythm of it, and the synapses are all firing and they're all coming at you. But basically, jeez,
free recycling.
shocks are extra.
So basically, free recycling for cardboard, man. We're gonna dump your
I've
guitar
never been
boxes
here.
environmentally friendly.
Wow.
Everything.
A lot of trust involved right there.
So much trust. But see, that's the thing, man. When you've got a truck, it opens doors because you can.
Well, this one.
The special thing is you can go to the area where you tip them off. You don't need to throw them off.
Right.
You can just tip them off, and they're gone. Let's quickly undo the tonneau, and then we can tip it off. We did pick the hottest day of like the entire season.
I know, it's
didn't we?
crazy, right?
So this is the magic. This is the magic of the tip truck. We go PTO. We put it in second gear. We drop the clutch, and away goes our stuff.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy that it uses the actual engine.
Yeah, it uses the engine and the gearbox and just routes it down to the tipper, and away goes our stuff. Wow. Cool, huh?
It's adorable.
We drop this, and she comes down. Put our cover back on, and we're done.
Oh, it smells beautiful in here.
It smells like
Wish
cardboard.
everybody watching
green.
could smell it. My dad used to work at the tip.
Really?
Yeah. And he loved it. I
Did
mean, he didn't love the job.
Did your dad love music?
He was a drummer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So it was in him.
Yeah, it was in him and...
My dad played piano accordion.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was pretty bit of a gun at it
And
too.
can you play piano accordion?
Oh, I've tried, but I can't quite get it right. It's a real balancing act of a lot of things.
You need a hand with anything else?
Actually, yes. Man, we're all good. Beautiful. Let's go.
Oh, I'm just...
Or you can't just quite do the resting, can you? I mean, at least you've got one. Mine's over the front here, so I'm sort of like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's one there too. Of course.
It's when you're doing your crazy four-wheel drive action.
Can't believe it's four-wheel drive too.
Yeah. So we actually started the show on my mum's driveway. We started filming on the driveway, and eventually, like, you know, people would be coming past and beeping and going, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Which was great, except then we couldn't film anything. So they'd be beeping because they want to see a video, but we couldn't make a video because there's too many people
Kept
hanging out. So
interrupting.
yeah, we ended up, you know, in our little shed, which is great. You know, if it's raining, you don't get wet. You can still modify a car, do what you got to do. Play One Too Many by Keith Urban. Let's try it. You got this.
One Too Many by Keith Urban and Pink.
That's how modern this truck is, man. We're all over it. We don't have to touch
That's
anything.
crazy.
This is it.
So it's a safe truck too.
I don't remember
Where are the
much about
speakers?
last night.
Our speakers are up in the dash.
That's awesome.
We got everything, all the mod cons. Good aircon, stereo.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all you need, I reckon, for a good time. And a tip truck, of
4
course.
a.m., but it's a Friday, babe, and I've been working hard. Can't you give me some space that are shouting out, oh my God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I go out with some new friends, but it just makes me miss you more. I spent all my money drinking on my own, yeah. In this bar, just sat here staring at my phone. And I keep second guessing, where did I go wrong? I know I'm proud, but I've had one too many. Come take me home.
Tell me a bit about the process of recording this. So, did you record at various studios, your own studio? How did that all sort of happen?
I have a studio at the house in Nashville.
Yep.
So I did a bit of work there. I was out in California. Oddly enough, I was in California in March doing some stuff out there, writing in different things. And
Yep.
I was in a studio out there at the time and did my acoustic guitar and the electric solo at the end and a few different pieces.
I love this bridge, by the way.
Thank you.
It's great. Love it. Anyway, you've probably heard this now a million times, so I'll tell
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, all that stuff, all that sproing guitar stuff, like in the bridge and everything, was all done out at A&M Studios in Los Angeles, Henson Studios in LA now.
Yeah.
So it was sort of piecemealed in a lot of places, and then a lot of assembly done in Nashville, and then Pink did her vocals. First time I heard her singing on this song was in my studio when I got sent the file,
Yep.
and was able to pop it in and sit
Oh,
hit
with the
play
proper gear and
with the
everything.
speakers,
Yeah.
and just went, oh my God, she sounds amazing on this
Yeah,
track.
nice. What is it about it that makes you sort of choose that and go, yeah, I'm going to rock this out?
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing as if you're cruising around and a song comes on
Yeah.
and you go, oh, I like this. And you're like, why do you like it? Yeah, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But it's just an immediate reaction.
Yeah.
That's the way I am with songs that I haven't written
Yeah.
that I might want to record. Same thing.
It's got this infinity thing where it just plays whatever it feels like. Have you encountered that yet?
No.
Sometimes it's good, often it's not.
Well,
Because you might like this, it's like, no, I'm pretty
this is
sure I
what-
don't.
I have an issue with that. That's a whole conversation unto
Don't
itself.
tell me what I want to hear, dude.
Yeah, because you actually don't know. You haven't got a clue. They go, oh, I see that you like Frank Sinatra. You would love the new AC/DC album.
Yeah. Or I might not, but thank you.
But, you know, it's like, oh, you like The Weeknd. You would definitely love Nat King Cole. And you're like, and the answer is yes, I do.
Yes.
To every single one of these artists.
Yep.
But your algorithm will definitely not tell me that.
How have you
I
felt
have
the change
Big
of...
problem with algorithms.
Yeah, how do you feel the change of... Well, we call them robots, right? Like, you got to appease the robots. So some
Yeah.
things will appease the robots, but the robot, which goes back to what you just said, can't feel. It can't feel that song. I don't care what it's called. Like, you get that instant feeling, like you say.
Yeah.
The robot can't know that.
Well, for me, the poetry is in between the ones and the zeros. That's
Well
where it
said.
lives. It
Yeah,
lives
well
in
said.
between.
You sort of know what the robot's going to like, but that doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to like it.
No.
Right? Like,
No.
it's not always the way it goes
And
down.
the biggest problem with that for me is that there's so much new music I would never be exposed to if
Yeah.
I was only being fed by an algorithm
Yes.
and recommendations.
Yep.
So I love the fact that still the greatest thing is word of mouth
Isn't it? Yeah.
and a mate or somebody hipping me to a song or an
Yeah.
artist. And
Well-
that 80% of what I discover is through that.
Well, that's funny you say that because that was your album. For me, when this new one came up, because I didn't know you had a new album coming.
Right.
Suddenly it's like this wall of new songs. And I'm
Right.
like, let's go. And I love,
that's great.
there's nothing also quite like that first listen through.
Yeah.
Something where you go, I think I'm going to love this. And then you get the first listen through the album and you're like, yeah, I love this. And you start picking out your favorites and yeah.
Yeah, I've been a mad bike rider for years and years too. But
Yeah.
started to ease out of that. Really, it was also just the rise of texting.
Of
The
course, yeah.
insane rise of that in
Yep.
the last handful of years.
Yep.
And everybody doing this on phones all the time. It's just insane, unfortunately.
Yeah, not great.
And I miss it because I love bikes so
Yeah.
much.
Yep. You just
But-
never know. You can just
but
never
I love
be
being
sure.
alive.
I love bikes, but
way more.
I love bikes, but I love being alive even more.
Yeah.
All right. We top off this mulch and we are done.
All right, let's do
do it.
that.
Would you like to tip it? Would
I
you like
will.
to try it?
Sure,
All right,
what
let's
could
go.
possibly go wrong?
All right, here we go. Tipping 101.
Right.
So, step one, we're in neutral.
Yep.
Step two, we're going to pull this little lever up just halfway. You don't need to press the clutch or anything, just
Brake,
this lever
nothing?
up halfway, nothing.
Or halfway.
So halfway, so where it
Yeah.
was. That's
Yep.
so neutral. That means now we won't go. So
I
it
see.
disengages the
Oh,
wheels
I
and
see
adjusts
this.
as the
Oh,
tipper.
okay, got it.
So now
Yeah.
we engage the PTO. So you press that down and then pull it hard down. Boom. So now the tips tray's going to go.
Yep.
Clutch in, and then second gear.
No way.
Yep. And if you go second gear, now when you let the clutch up, you'll hear it and she'll start to tip. And she goes, you hear it engage. We're
That's
done, man.
awesome.
We can get out and watch
That's so
it.
cool.
And our magic tailgate should swing
Yeah,
if it's going to work right. Yep.
there it is.
There we go, man.
That's insane.
We're tipping.
The marvels of Japanese engineering. Look at that.
Beautiful. Delivery done. Lunchtime. Let's go.
That's incredible. I wish we had this when I was doing pig shit shoveling it with my dad. Literally. We had to do it by hand.
Yeah, bit easier.
This is much easier.
And so now when we're done tipping, all we do, if you grab that and push it the whole way forward, bang, and down she comes.
It's so logical, isn't it, to use the gear
Done.
for the speed of that and connect it all together?
Less complication, less stuff to go wrong.
That's exactly right.
And we're
Less weight.
We're sealed up, and if we had a day of deliveries to do, man, we just go back, they throw it in,
Yeah.
and we dump it out. You can make some serious coin doing this.
Yeah, maybe something to fall back on, especially in COVID.
Yeah. Thanks heaps for your help, man.
Oh, no worries.
I'm sure you're busy, but like, yeah.
You know what? I'm actually not that busy right now.
Yeah, right.
And I was thinking, you know what I'd really love to be doing on the hottest day in Sydney is raking some mulch for your house.
The only fault I can pick, honestly, with this truck, the only thing, is that very occasionally the stereo drops out. And then we go musicless.
Right.
Musicless.
Is it broken now?
Yeah,
Seems to be.
it just disconnects. Something disconnects. I don't know if it's like the cable, USB cable or something, and then you got no music.
So it's inconsistent.
It's inconsistent. It means you got no music and it breaks my heart a little bit. You got to have tunes when you drive. You got to have. Oh yes.
Where there's a will, there's a relative. I don't remember much about last night. Woke up on a couch, sunrise. Saw the living room through these bloodshot eyes of mine. You didn't like that I came home late in a tiny little truck on Monday.
Hey. Yes.
You have to have a small guitar and a small truck.
Oh yeah. Space is a premium. Where are you going to put it?
I love that it was an option.
You can have a box to put your tie downs in.
That's right.
You can have a two-way tailgate.
Yeah.
And you can have a miniature guitar.
Or a travel guitar, yeah, it's perfect. You've got all of it, so it's a fully tricked out truck.
Everything you need.
Nice.
It was an absolute pleasure to have you along on one of the first
quite the
K-Tipper
day.
missions.
Yeah, I was very happy to get some cardboard boxes where they need to be. And
Some
get
landscape.
some
40
mulch in
degrees.
regard.
It's 40 degrees out there, Keith.
Oh.
40 degrees.
Did you just get back?
He's my best mate.
Well,
Now, look how you guys are standing. Look at the body
it's
language.
nice and cool
We're
in
friends,
there.
man. It's
yeah,
cool.
it's not cool out there.
cool.
Yeah, no, it's lovely.
Anyway, thanks for coming to visit. And
Sorry about that,
thank you. I think.
There's just one thing that I wanted to present was that this number plate is only one letter away.
There it is.
Now
like
we have
this.
forever
There it
be
is.
known.
I like
Keith
it.
Well
the
done.
K-Tipper.
Can I have it?
Of course you can.
Great. Of
course you can.
Thanks.
Oh, hang on. Can we get another one
Thanks,
of these?
matey.
Probably not. Everybody,
Awesome.
Keith Urban. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for coming down.
Marty, thank you, matey.
He's my best mate.
See you later.
Just so you remember, he's my best mate.
Be so good at
You
landscaping.
can have him on the weekend.
He took the keys.
Music and landscaping. What more do you need?
Man.
Oh yeah, the key's gone.
a
Sorry
tough
about that.
room.
That's a stitch up.